Welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about the NBA 2024-2025 standings, Week 11. Well, this week was played the Week 11 on NBA 2024-2025 season, where this week was the the end of the year of the 2024 and the beginning of the 2025. So, like the last 10 videos, I'm going to talk about how our NBA standings are in both conferences, again the Eastern and Western Conference. Well, so let's start with the Eastern. Well, the Cleveland Cavaliers until this moment have the best record in the in the Eastern Conference and in the NBA with a 31-4 record. They're playing a tremendous game, even that this week they travel to the West Coast and they play a tremendous game. In this moment they have a 10 winning streak and they are playing a very great basketball. In this moment, how I told you, they have been leading the the league and the Eastern Conference for 11 consecutive weeks. This is amazing, and they have created that enough gap against the Boston Celtics. That in this moment they have a 5.5 game advantage against them. But in the end, I think that the Celtics are going to fight and win this conference. But let's see. The Celtics haven't been playing a very great basketball in the last 10 games because they have a past five games, and today they lost against the Oklahoma City Thunder. They have a 26-10 record, and they are 5 games behind the Cleveland Cavaliers, the first place, and they only have 2 game advantage against the third place. The New York Knicks, they are playing a very great basketball. They have a 24-12 record. The New York Knicks that had a streak, a winning streak, they lost it because they have a back-to-back losses against the Oklahoma City Thunder and against the I don't remember the other team and against the Chicago Bulls. So in this moment they have a they they are 2 games behind the Boston Celtics in the second place, and they have 3 game advantage against the Orlando Magic. In this moment are still in the fourth place with a 21-16 record, and they have advantage against the 5 and 6 place. They are the Milwaukee Bucks and the Miami Heat, respectively. These two teams, the Bucks and the Heat, are in this place. This is the third consecutive week they have in these two places. The Bucks, I remember that they started very bad the season. They recovered, and now they are in the fifth place. I think that they are still are so far away from the first places, but are fighting sorry to to try to compete and to finish minimum in the fourth third place. This is amazing. The Miami Heat, and now they are in a soap opera because remember that Jimmy Butler was suspended 7 games because he are not playing in a very great football, and he's playing in the detrimental of the team. He asked for a trade, and he's going to be a trade. I don't know for which team, but why the Miami Heat are in a very bad situation. But even in this moment, they are qualified direct to the playoffs, and the Atlanta Hawks and the Indiana Pacers are they have the same record, a 500 record, 18-18 record. They still are in the same position in the last week, the 7 and 8 respectively, and the Detroit Pistons are in the ninth place with a 17-18 record. They are 1 game behind 500, and they have 3 winning streak, and this is, you can see here, this is very close because in this moment the Chicago Cubs are in the 10th place with a 16-19 record. They have a losing record, but in this moment they are in playing zone, and you can see here that this is very close because from the Milwaukee Bucks to the Chicago Bulls, that they are the 10th place. There is only 3 games difference, so this division is very close. You can see here, of course, you can see here that the Cavaliers, the Celtics, the Knicks, and the Magic are created that big gap that they are fighting in other kind of battle. From the Bucks, the number 5, to the number 10, the Chicago Bulls are only 3 games different. So this is amazing because everything can happen. And the Chicago Bulls that yesterday they defeated the Knicks in the Derrick Rose jersey retire because this was an honor. He was a tremendous player. He won a MVP award. But I think that, in my opinion, even that Derrick Rose was a tremendous player, he didn't deserve that trophy to retire his jersey because, in my opinion, he didn't win any NBA final championship. Of course, he was a tremendous player, but he got injured and he had that bad luck. But he didn't win a NBA final. But I'm not the Chicago Bulls front office, and the Philadelphia 76ers that started very bad the season. They were playing a very bad basketball in the first 6 7 places of the season. Now they recover. In this moment they have a 14-19 record. They are 5 games behind 500 in this moment, and they have a 73 record in the last 10 games played. They are 1 game behind the Chicago Bulls. The last play in the playing zone, and I think that because they have a top player like Joel Embiid and Paul George and the other men, they are gonna think they are going to recover and they are going to fight to enter to a player or playoffs. And the Brooklyn Nets, I think that they are tanking. They still have possibilities to enter to the playoffs because they are 3 games behind the playing zone, but it looks very difficult, and I think they're not going to qualify. And the Raptors, the Hornets, and the Wizards are the three of the worst team in the leagues. In this moment, they are the three worst team in the Eastern Conference, and they are eliminated. Something that is very bad. The Charlotte Hornets have a 10 losing streak, but what a very bad team. And in the Western Conference, in my opinion, the best conference in the league, the Oklahoma City Thunder in this moment have the best record in this conference with a 35 record. In this moment, they have a 15 winning streak. This is amazing because nobody expected that. Well, we expected that, but they are playing a very great basketball. They are playing a very great basketball. In my opinion, in this moment, they are the best team in the league. And even Chris Holgrim is injured, but be careful because he is here going to return. And I think they are the favorite to win the Western Conference and represent the Western Conference in the NBA Finals in the next summer. You can see here that the Oklahoma City Thunder have created that big gap. They have a 7 games advantage against the second place, and it looks like they're going to win this conference. In the second place are the Houston Rockets with a 23-12 record. Tonight they defeated my favorite team, the Los Angeles Lakers, and they have a 0.5 game advantage against the Memphis Grizzlies. They have a 23-13 record, and they fell one position. But you can see here that the Houston Rockets and the Grizzlies have a 3 game advantage against the rest of the team. In this moment, you can see here that it's very close because in this moment, 4 teams have a 20 the same kind of victories, 2015. Well, in this case, the Nuggets have a one less loss, 2014. But you can see that it's very close because these two teams have the same victories: the Nuggets, the Lakers, the Clippers, and the Mavericks. So this is amazing because it's tremendous. For example, in the last 2 weeks, in the week 9 and 10, the Dallas Mavericks were in the fourth place, but in this moment they have a 4 losing streak because remember that Luka Doncic got injured in the NBA in the Christmas Day, and for that reason they started to losing games. My favorite team, Los Angeles Lakers, they lost against the Houston Rockets tonight in a very ugly way because they made 2 mistakes in the last second of the game. They lost that game, and in this week they finished with a 2-2 record, and they lost against the two top teams like the Cubs and the Rockets. So you can see that it is very close. In the in the 8th place are the Spurs and the Warriors tied with an 18-17 record. This is very close. The Timberwolves have been playing a very bad basketball because in comparison with what happened sorry, the last season where they finished in the second or third place and they reached the NBA Finals, but in these times they are struggling a lot. In this moment, they are the last team in the last position in the play-in tournament. They have a 500 record and they have a three losing streak. Sorry. In the moment, the Sacramento Kings that tonight they humiliated the Golden State Warriors. They improved to a 17-19 record. They have a 4 winning streak. Remember that 2 weeks ago they fired his former head coach Mike Brown. In my opinion, it was an error, but they decide. In this moment, they are 2 games behind 500, and they are 1 game behind the 10th place. So this is very close. In the Phoenix Sun, I don't know what is happening with them because they started very very well the season because in the first 4 weeks or 5 weeks they were fighting the first places, but since that they have been struggling a lot. In this moment they have a 15-18 record. They are 3 games behind 500. They have a 4 losing streak, but in this moment they are 3 games 1.5 games to the playing zone. So it's very close, and I think they're going to fight to enter to the playing or playoff or the playing more exactly. And in my opinion, the Trailblazers, the Jazz, and the Pelicans are eliminated because they don't have possibility to enter to the playing or playoff. The Pelicans, in my opinion, are one of the deception of the season, in because they have a tremendous team, but the injuries have affected a lot of them. So you can see here that it's very amazing because from the second place, the Houston Rockets, to the seventh place, the Dallas Mavericks, they are only 3 games different. So this is very close because everything can happen. From the sorry, from the eighth place, the San Antonio Spurs, to the 12th place, there are only 3 games different. So everything can happen. And another from the fourth place, the Denver Nuggets, to the 11th place, the Sacramento Kings, there is 3.5 games difference. So everything can happen. How I told you, if some teams started to winning games, they can escalate, go up a lot of position. But instead, if they, in the same way, if they start to losing games, they're going to go down a lot of position. So in this video, I talk about the how are the NBA standings are in both conference, Eastern and Western Conference, throughout 11 weeks of games. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any comment suggestion, you can write me on my social media platform. So see you next video. You